This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 16th day of March. I'm James Spann. The summer preview rolls along throughout the weekend and at least the first half of next week as well. Now let's check out some of the Skycam shots around the network at the insane hour of 5 a.m. Look at downtown Birmingham from the Daniel Building looking north. No fog noted there. In fact, really don't see much fog at all on the cameras this morning. That's the Jasper Skycam up in Walker County from the King Building. And down to the south, a look at downtown Clanton in Chilton County. Pretty much the same deal. The primary westerlies are way north of here. Flat ridge in place. We'll be up in the 80s again today. And you can see pockets of convection over the eastern half of the nation and the moist, unstable air mass. There's the MCS of the morning, if you will. That's a radar at 5:06. Big old mass of storms over northwest Tennessee. Northeast Arkansas, up into parts of Missouri. Note a flash flood warning in effect up there. But around here this morning, things are quiet. Check out those highs yesterday. Second day in a row, 80s as far north as Chicago here in mid-March. But the west will be turning cold over the weekend as a deep trough forms out there, and we'll be keeping an eye on that. That's going to maybe set up a significant severe weather event for parts of the southern plains late in the weekend and early next week. Winter storm watches out west with a trough for parts of Arizona, Nevada, and the east is pretty quiet for now. We'll go through the convective outlooks. This is the risk for today, the standard slight risk over parts of west Texas and west Oklahoma. But look at all that green. The whole eastern half of the nation is moist and unstable. Tomorrow, no formal severe weather risks. Just a few 5% probabilities on there. But on day 3, this could be a pretty active day along the dry line. As the big trough sets up out west, we've got a risk of severe weather from West Texas right up into the nation's heartland. And within that, there is an enhancement from parts of the eastern Texas panhandle through western Oklahoma, Kansas, up into southern Nebraska. And that one will be a Storm Chasers special. They'll be out there in mass Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. And then Monday, we've got a risk of severe weather for a pretty good chunk of Texas. This includes the I-35 corridor, San Antonio, Austin, Waco, Dallas-Fort Worth, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Fort Smith, Arkansas, Springfield, Missouri. And that could be pretty significant, so our friends out there will be keeping a close eye on that. Now, this is the rain for the next 5 days, right over Lake Texoma, 5.5 inches. This is valid through Tuesday evening of next week, and around here, not much, really. We'll have scattered showers and storms around today, but over the weekend and early next week, things look pretty dry and certainly pretty warm. This is the OZGFS, valid at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Like recent days, we've got ridging in place here, a weak westerly flow aloft, and down below that, the daytime heating process will likely kick off scattered showers and storms later today. And like recent days where they form, they could be heavy, maybe some hail and gusty winds. And mid-80s are likely, 84 for the GFS. Tomorrow, showers begin to thin out. I don't see any reason for the temperatures to change, mid-80s. And Sunday, we're pretty dry. Again, there might be a shower somewhere, but not many. Highs, mid-80s, near record levels, 15 to 20 degrees above average. And again, we note big snows. I mean, this is going to be a big snow for Utah and Arizona. The ski resort operators out there will love this. Flagstaff might see 2 feet of snow. It's going to be a whopper. And Monday, there's your big trough out west. That's a huge, cold upper trough. And, of course, we're in the downstream ridge, so for us, we're warm and dry Monday with mid-80s. And thunderstorms, yeah, they could be pretty rough from Texas right up across the plain states there. Tuesday, we're still dry. Thunderstorms basically in the same place. There could be some flooding issues out there. Eastern Texas, eastern Oklahoma. But Wednesday, the upper low just drifts this way. Storms moving to Mississippi. We probably need to mention a chance of a shower or storm on Wednesday. And Thursday, the upper low is centered over Tulsa, Oklahoma. However, we are close enough to have a band of showers and thunderstorms in here if this is right. So finally, toward the end of next week, we'll bring in a much better chance of showers and storms. And, of course, the heat levels come down. Highs go back in the 70s. And there's a week from today. Still looks fairly wet. We'll check the end of the forecast, the end of the month, March 31st. Still no sign of any late season freeze. as that is not a cold look for us. Trough in the northwest, and again, kind of mild and humid with showers around. But remember, we almost always have a late season cold snap in April. I fully expect one more freeze. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you live around here, or even if you don't, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
The first thing you've got to understand, you cannot rely on an outdoor siren. You cannot hear those inside a home, a building, a church. It won't work. You've got to get something inside your house. That's a weather radio or maybe a smartphone app. We work with a company that's developed a wonderful weather radio app for Android phones and iPhones. It knows where you are, and if you're in a tornado warning polygon, you get the warning. And if you're not, you don't. It's an effective device, and it's a great way to be sure you get the warning.